So now that I've told you to break your assignment into two 3-page papers, one that's focused on an analysis of a previous argument, I suggest the op-ed by Warren Buffett, and one that either argues for, against, or something else against, Warren Buffett's argument or another argument. I'd also like to tell you what you should look for when you're doing an analysis. When you're analyzing an op-ed for the first part of the paper, your 3-page paper, I would think of it as looking at the rhetorical situation and how the writer responded to the rhetorical situation. You want to have some thesis that has some claim about the approach that the writer is taking. And it can be different. Like, I'll use the Warren Buffett piece as an example. Like, you might focus on how he establishes his ethos to connect to his audience. Or someone else might say that he uses down-home language and some other kinds of techniques to connect to his audience. But what you're looking for here is an analysis of how he makes his argument, the kinds of language he uses, the kinds of appeals he makes to his audience, the way he structures it. So you're looking for all that information. You want a thesis that says, like, here is basically how he's enacting or animating or prosecuting or conducting this kind of argument and the strategies he's using. Okay, so that's an important distinction here. You don't like get in the middle of it and start evaluating like whether you think it's right or not. You just look at the strategies that he uses and have a really distinct thesis regarding the overview of how you think his argument's being conducted and the strategies he's using as a writer. I'm using, again, Buffett as the example. Okay, on to ethos, pathos, and logos. Next section.